Here are things that trigger LEGO Star Wars fans, Part 31! Obi-Wan Kenobi is the most iconic Jedi Knight of all time. And we already covered all of his minifigures last season, so go check out that episode. So let's check out his starfighters. Both this and this. It's been a while since we've gotten a set like this. And by that, I mean it's been 5 years, which is average for a set that gets re-released. This version of Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter is very similar to the 2017 one, only now it has these larger stud shooters, which, yeah, I think it makes sense. Or not. But there are gaps in between the wings and the body of the ship, and the shaping in the front is not accurate. There's supposed to be a triangular point at the front, but it's cut off. Yes, I know my Star Wars lore, but at least you can rotate R4's head. Oh yeah, and there's also this satellite, which you can remove, of course. And finally, we get a Kaminoan minifigure. I have waited a long time for this to happen. Now we need the Prime Minister. And did you know this set came with Obi-Wan? I mean, I was surprised by that. I don't know how I feel about his Jedi robe being printed on his torso. Plus, the tan for his Jedi robes is not printed very well. It's very common. It's not perfect, but I accept it for what it is. On the other hand, Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter from Episode 3 is very underrated. I mean, honestly, I feel bad for it getting damaged in battle. This set was released back in 2016, and really there's nothing to get triggered about, except R4. Why do astromech droids stick out like this? I mean, this is a general Star Wars thing. Also, for some reason, the cockpit doesn't want to, like, snap on instantly. It just wants to pop off. It's weird. Why? Speaking of R4, let's cover all the minifigures she has. And before anyone asks, this is not R4. It's just an astromech droid. Here's the first R4 minifigure, only for some reason they call it an R5 unit. I've always known this as an R4 unit, and it's seen better days. It's starting to yellow now. I still have this R4 from the 2007 Y-Wing. Get it? Y-Wing? You know what I mean. This R4 unit came in a 2013 Planet set. If you notice, the printing is fading off. I guess it was a misprint? I don't know why it's like that. And of course, we have the one from 2016. Oh dear. At least I have a spare. Here's the latest R4 minifigure, and it's almost similar to the 2016 one. This one's a misprint. It's common but very unfortunate. What I find strange is that they introduced back printing for astromech droids, but they didn't do it for R4. I thought it would be very unique. Hopefully it happens in the future, but until then, why? You know what surprises me? It's the fact that LEGO made ObiWans Hut, but not the Lars family homestead. I guess Obi-Wan is more important. But is this set worth it? I think this set is decent, but it's very small. Well, back in 2020, these minifigures were super common, but what's even more strange is this hole in the wall. And what about these pieces right here? A lot of people thought this would connect to Mos Eisley Cantina, but it doesn't. So I guess this thing is only useful by holding lightsabers. At least the interior is nice. We also get a hologram of Princess Leia, and it's really nice. Very valuable indeed. So yes, a very decent set. But when will they make the Lars family homestead? When? And why? Here we have Krennic's shuttle, the Inquisitor's transport scythe. They're kind of similar if you know what I mean. Only the wings are very short compared to the other one. For a ship that barely has any screen time, it's really good, and I have nothing to complain about. I want to talk about the minifigures. Obi-Wan is great. I definitely like his attire, especially the cape. The Grand Inquisitor, on the other hand, is personally much better than the 2015 one. I really liked his live-action appearance. It's too bad he was barely in the show. But hey, check out that cape. I also like the fifth brother. I never got Captain Rex's AT-TE walker, so this is a great inclusion. I also wish he appeared more in the show. I really like the third sister, and the hair is not accurate. I think Valkyrie's hair works much better, and I find it confusing to why LEGO didn't use this. I guess it was concept art, but who knows what. I mean, seriously, it's pretty obvious. Why? Well, I had to cover this set eventually. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I'm kind of mixed about this set as well, but it's not terrible. I think what's very valuable about this set is Ned B. Tella is a nice minifigure, and so is Obi-Wan. And it's good that Vader has arm printing, and an exclusive head. As always, Hayden Christensen did a good job playing Vader. He was definitely very powerful in the show. Now we need a show just for Vader. I definitely like how the platforms can rotate, and this play feature is not so bad. Well, when you get it right, of course. It takes a little effort. But hey, at least Tala has the high ground. Vader doesn't. There's also this play feature where you can have the fire spit out from the ground. Well, that's not how it actually happened, but you know what I mean. I'm surprised that LEGO would actually recreate this scene. A lot of people say this scene was just pretty dark. I mean, it's Star Wars, so you're gonna expect a lot of dark stuff to happen. I also feel like they should have made the duel from episode 6. That duel is more iconic than this one, but I guess LEGO didn't know about it, so they had to go with this. In the end, whether you like the show or not, Obi-Wan will still be remembered as an iconic Jedi Master. But as with all LEGO Star Wars fans, we should get a set based off the finale, and hopefully they can make Vader's helmet that's cracked. When will they make another battle-damaged Vader? When?